I hope you're happy. You completely, destroyed all of my pride. You told me to get a tattoo saying I'm a liar, like a tramp stamp. You told me to shave my head. You told me to dye my hair green, shave off my eyebrows, and get an ugly tan. Like, is that not abusive to you? Do you think that's a fair trade for me telling you that I smoked weed? Like, that's what you think is okay? I betrayed your trust?
Onision, the lollipop triple dipped in Psycho. He's having yet another breakdown. Should we really be surprised? Because when things don't go his way, well, he makes a bunch of videos disclosing very personal and confidential information between parties that he's always involved with. This has happened with Jacqueline Glenn. This has happened with nearly every single person he's ever been friends with. At some point, they do something that he doesn't like. They say something. They think something. They just do something in general that he doesn't support, he doesn't like, and he cuts that friendship off completely. Now, in this particular case today, we have Billy, who was a third-party person that he brought into their relationship. Supposedly, he pressured his wife into wanting to date this girl. His wife wasn't really into this girl, but he pressured her into dating this girl. They brought this third girl into the relationship. Down below in the description, there are 2 links to 2 videos that I recommend you watch that give you more context for what I'm about to show you. At this point, I'm convinced that your wife, Lainey, is only with you because she has a child with you, and she feels guilty that if she was to separate from you, that child would be missing a parent figure. Like, if I was in her situation, that's how I personally would feel. I could be completely wrong. I don't know Lainey per se and what she thinks, but as someone who has seen this from the outside, that's definitely what my conclusion is. I'm not surprised you have extreme options, yes. I'll go through a list, and you say yes or not to each, okay? Okay. Tattoo, I'm a liar, just above your ass. Not. I want to stop right there. Greg, I don't care if you have a friend, even if that person is your significant other or a third party in your relationship, if you're doing poly or whatever, but to demand that they did something that you don't like or support, in this case smoking marijuana or whatever, to demand that they get a tattoo above their ass signifying branding themselves for you, displays how much of a psychotic fucking madman, the triple dipped in Psycho type of person that you really are. This is insanity. This is pure... I don't know how to describe it at this point other than you're crazy. I mean, we all know this, but this type of demanding and branding of people is sickening. That you have to demand someone to tattoo themselves in order for them to never do or say something that you don't necessarily agree with or don't like. Absolutely insane. And I'm glad that Billy, I don't know her per se, but I'm glad that she got away from this mad psycho fuck that you are. And I'm glad that she actually made a video, which is, again, linked down below in the description to give you more context. Be chained to our basement wall for a week with a sign around your neck that says, I'm sorry for lying, Lainey. But that's besides the point. A lie or not, demanding that someone puts a chain around their neck saying that I lied, that is abusive. And this is not some S&M, BDSM sort of shit, okay? If you're in a relationship and someone fucks up, they do something wrong, they do something they shouldn't, there needs to be a communication barrier between those two people and talk about what happened, why this action occurred, and how you can solve it. Solving the problem is not making them wear a chain around their neck, demanding that they be humiliated and shamed for something such as a simple lie. To the young girls watching this, if you ever want your sex life broadcasted, make sure to date Onision, because he'll broadcast every little sexual, personal detail of your life out on the internet, because that's just what he does. Not. 3 days. You're ridiculous. Okay, make a video about how you lied to Lainey, how you are sorry and want her back. Yes or no? No. Okay, bye. You always go for public humiliation. It's public honesty. Grow up. Seriously, though. Goodbye. For the record, though, the chain thing to the wall is hot as hell. You are mega boring for turning that down. Okay, bye now. Great job, Gregory Onision, for kink shaming. Oh, really? You're not gonna cater to my sexual demands? Well, fuck you. You're a fucking boring, generic, worthless pile of shit. I just want to chain you to my basement for 3 days and make you wear a chain around your neck that says I'm a liar. That's not degrading, demoralizing, but most of all, abusive in any way. And don't justify this as BDSM shit. Watch her video, link down below, and it'll give you more context here. Because in the realm of BDSM, when you chain people, you do things like this, there's a level of trust, there's a level of care, and there's a level of communication between these two people. This is not that. I'm sorry, it is not. Saying I only get to see my family 2 times for an entire year, unfair to me and all of my family. Lainey only sees hers twice a year, but that's because she doesn't feel the need. And, you know, she FaceTimes them often, which you could do, but your answer is still no. So that's that. My family loves me a lot. Okay, you need to see illegal drug users more than twice a year? Got it. This 1 year is not worth you making up for violating the contract, lying to us again. Got it, okay, goodbye. First of all, why the fuck would you limit someone who's living with you to only allow them to see their parents twice a year simply because their parents may do drugs that you may not approve of? Who the fuck are you to tell someone that they can't visit their family? Like, I don't give a shit if your family's a drug addict or not. You have a right to visit your family and be around your family, and if your family loves you, to spend time with those people. To deny someone visitation to visit their own family because they're living with you is a psychotic control freak. You know, I wouldn't suspect that in the next 5 to fucking 6 years, when your child ends up on fucking YouTube, you force your little 7-year-old, 8-year-old child to get a tattoo that says, "I love daddy." Because it just seems like the type of person you really are, forcing a child to do something, controlling a child to make him feel guilty for not, you know, getting a tattoo branded about my dad. Because your entire life is only on the internet, it's going to be interesting the next 10 years when you start using your child on the internet, because your child's going to be on the internet. I can't wait to see how either A, delusional or crazy your child's going to come out as, or 2, your child may realize the psychotic fuck that he is. And some people will say that, why are you talking about his kid? I'm talking about his kid because this type of behavior is insanity. And to have a kid in that type of environment of insanity is concerning. It really is. It's concerning that a kid is being raised in an environment where your dad is a fucking psycho, brings all these young girls in their fucking relationship to fuck it up more, all these types of sexual demands and requests, and associating with people who have the brain capacity of a walnut. Not insulting the young girls involved here, but I'm just saying that they're a lot more easily manipulated than most people. Young girls are easily manipulated by people like Onision, and he uses this type of manipulative language. Just look at these the posts linked down below here and see how he speaks. The way someone speaks to someone is a huge red flag on how controlling and manipulative they are, and the type of demands that they request of young girls. There are 2 links linked down below in the description. You can expand it, click it, watch it. I wanted to bring this to more attention, bring more awareness to the 2 people who he is attacking, the people who he is releasing personal information about, because everything just gets more fucked up as time goes on with this person here on YouTube. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I hope victims of Onision and Greg keep coming out to where there's going to be eventually a time there's going to be so many victims against this person that people really see this type of shitbag for who he really is.
Like, please leave me alone like I've asked. I asked you to stop using my name and my information in your videos, and you told me that you would. You asked me to stop contacting you, and again today you posted a video with a screenshot of our email conversation with my name in it. And, like, obviously, you think that you're right and justified in all of the things that you're doing, and no, I don't feel bad for the fact that I smoked weed, but it is scary when I have asked you and I told you that you are making me feel uncomfortable and safe, and I've asked you to stop and leave me alone, and you continue to use my name and my information in your videos. This is my final cease and desist. Do not continue to use my name or my information. Please stop posting about me on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your YouTube, whatever. You can, like, just leave me alone. If you do it again, you will not hear anything from me. I will be contacting the police.
The fact that you put such private information online for everyone to see, that was so confidential. I've told 5 people. 5! And you told all of the internet because you're a salty ass motherfucker? No! Like, that's not how this should work. Like, you don't feel bad at all. That's the worst fucking part. Like, you're just a shitty fucking person who likes to destroy people's lives because they're salty. That's it. You're the worst human being I have ever experienced. Like, I've never met someone so shitty and so fucked up and so willing to just destroy people's lives just because they're insecure about something. I just can't get over the fact that you're that shitty of a person. Like, that's how low you had to stoop just to try to prove that you're right. But in actuality, you fucked yourself over. Weed helps people.